How's it going, everybody? Got quite a lot to talk about, including a surprise PlayStation Plus Extra title that has been revealed and added for the month of October. We'll go over that very briefly. And also, it looks like the PlayStation 5 Slim US release date and a Spider-Man 2 bundle has been leaked online. And speaking of Spider-Man 2, it looks like it'll be getting a major post-launch update to add New Game Plus and various other additions. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, surprise addition to the PlayStation Plus catalog for the month of October. This was not promoted on the PlayStation blog, but A-Train Express has been added to PS Plus Extra this month. Now, this is a game that its list price is $49.99. Came out back in June of 2019, so obviously when it goes on sale, it's probably considerably cheaper. The game notes, master your transport and develop the city. The pioneer of simulation games arrives at last on the PlayStation 4. The three elements of city development, railroad operations, and company management come together in the supreme urban planning experience. This latest incarnation builds upon the features of previous entries in the series, including bullet trains from across Japan. PlayStation VR users can immerse themselves in an exclusive series first model railroad mode. So I don't know how many people are going to be interested in that, but it's another game added to PS Plus Extra. And again, I thought Plus Extra for the month of October was the weakest lineup that we've had since the 15 months that it's been PlayStation Plus Extra, not PlayStation Plus, Essential or the original style of Plus. It's still okay. Like, I would recommend to check out Gotham Knights. Now that you're getting it just with a subscription service, I would recommend you to check out Disco Elysium. Might not be for everybody. Alien Isolation, there's definitely good games on there. Soul Calibur Broken Destiny on Premium, Tekken 6 on Premium. But yeah, given the price hike, it's just like, we gotta be a little bit more critical when it comes to the Plus Extra catalog updates, and October was just a very, very big loss, in my opinion. A big L by Sony and PlayStation, but given that we're headed into the holidays, hopefully November and December offer a lot more to sink our teeth into. We'll ultimately see how that turns out. Moving on from that, huge news as it looks like a very big leak as far as PS5s go. PS5 Slim US release date and Spider-Man 2 bundle has seemingly been leaked online. The reliable leaker in Biblikun has reported a PlayStation 5 Slim release date for the US. Biblikun, reporting on the French website Deal Labs, said that the PlayStation 5 Slim Standard Edition bundle with Spider-Man 2 drops in the US on November the 8th, priced at $560. Biblikun also mentioned a release date of November the 10th for the standard and digital versions of the PS5 Slim in the US. So maybe they're gonna be doing multiple releases throughout the week. $560 is a little bit of a bummer. Now, this is the same price that they dropped the PlayStation 5 Final Fantasy 16 bundle for, so it shouldn't be too surprising. I think I said in an earlier video when we were talking about the bundle that this is the price that I was expecting, around the $550 to $570 range. It would have been nice if it was just $500 and essentially you get Spider-Man 2 for free, but you can't get everything now, can you? Now, with this bundle, you do get essentially $10 off on Spider-Man 2, so, I mean, we'll take what we can get, and I believe it's the standard edition of the game. I don't think it's the deluxe edition, so we'll take that for what you will. The Slim does have a bit of a buff up from the original PlayStation 5 with 1 terabyte of storage opposed to the 825 gigabytes in the original version, so you can install an additional 2 to 3 games, so to speak, around, 125 gigs. I mean, if it's a Red Dead Redemption 2, yeah, you'll only be installing 1 more game, but what can you do? A little bit more storage is definitely nice. And yeah, if you're on the standard PlayStation 5 and you're rocking the 825 gigs, like, it's a struggle sometimes, especially if you're watching our videos and you're regularly picking up a lot of the new releases. Like, it is a struggle getting all your games installed, but generally speaking, I know most of you guys probably have like your 2 to 3 main games that you're playing through installed at a time, and then once you complete those games, you delete them, so on and so forth. So maybe the desire to expand your storage capacity really hasn't even arose for you, but for me, I like having a lot of my games installed, and especially there are certain games that you go back to for a lengthy period of time. Like, I love every now and again playing through the original Last of Us, so, that's a game that I would love to have installed year-round. There's other games like that I just like to have installed year-round, especially, when you're talking about multiplayer titles, you have to have that kind of installed. Even if you take a break from it 2 to 3 weeks, you might jump back into it and play it for a week, etc., etc. So the expansion of the storage capacity, definitely great. It would be nice if they made a 2 terabyte model, even if it's a little bit more pricey. I think getting a 2 terabyte model on the market would be great. Like, imagine they did a 2 terabyte PlayStation 5 Slim console with Spider-Man 2, and let's say it's $600. I know it probably would be more than $600, but at $600, I think that's something a lot of people would pick up, and I think it would be a pretty hot seller. But as of this moment, that is not happening. But speaking of Spider-Man 2, obviously dropping tonight. I know a lot of you guys are probably gonna wait until midnight to play the game, and I'm super excited for it. Spider-Man 2018, it was a tremendous game, and you look at the reviews for Spider-Man 2 currently, a 91 on Metacritic. That is great, and looks like it's a substantial improvement upon the first game. Now, as far as post-launch content goes, there will be some major updates. James Stevenson tweeted out in a response to a tweet that said, "New game plus and mission replay be in the game by launch," and he noted, "No, we're working on an update for those features, but they won't be available at launch." And he also noted it should be out before the end of the year. You know, things are always in flux. That would actually be a quicker turnaround time than God of War Ragnarok as far as it getting New Game Plus. I believe God of War Ragnarok came out in November, and then it got New Game Plus in the spring of the following year. Yeah, spring of this year, it got New Game Plus. So, you know, that would be a quick turnaround time for Spider-Man 2. I don't know how many of you guys are looking to delve into New Game Plus right after completing the game, so I don't think that's too big of a deal. New Game Plus not being at launch, I don't think is gonna be this huge thing. Would it be nice to have it on launch? Sure. If you're immediately looking to do a new playthrough and, you know, continuing over and carrying over all your abilities and level and everything like that, yeah, it's nice, but I don't think it's the end of the world. I think most of you guys are gonna be focused on playing through the game once, doing all of the side content, getting the Platinum Trophy for the game, and that's fine, but, you know, to return to the game a couple months down the line, New Game Plus being there, it'll incentivize you to come back to the game, so I think that'll be good, and it does keep the game in the news cycle. Again, I'm not defending, you know, content like that not being at launch, but I don't think stuff like that is the end of the world. Also, do note that if you are playing this game, make sure you update the game. The introductory portion of the game will be improved with the very first patch. If you are preloading the game as a digital copy, the update is baked into it, so don't worry too much about that, but for those of you getting a disc-based copy of the game, do update the game and jump right in. New Game Plus was also available in Spider-Man 2018. And once again, you can increase the level of the challenge, stronger enemies, and carry over all your stuff. And you'll have a mission replay mode as well to replay missions that you complete, so that's pretty great. This is really the major PlayStation 5 exclusive of the year, the major first-party PlayStation 5 exclusive of the year. Final Fantasy 16 is a timed exclusive. We got a bunch of VR stuff, but it's nice to end the year with a bang because Sony really needed it. This year's been incredibly bare bones as far as PS5 exclusives go and big-budget titles from Sony themselves, and next year is looking incredibly dry as well with a lot of focus on live service games. At least we get Spider-Man 2, and hopefully next year maybe we'll get a surprise like a Ghost of Tsushima 2 or something like that to round out 2024, but 2024 is looking kind of dicey, but let's get through Spider-Man 2. Hopefully they have another State of Play or an event to get people excited, but that'll be doing it for me. Again, surprise PlayStation Plus extra title added, A-Train Express, PS5 Slim, release date seemingly leaked alongside the Spider-Man 2 bundle, $560 on November 8th with a release of the regular on November 10th, and Spider-Man 2 will be getting New Game Plus hopefully by the end of the year. That's when it's scheduled for. Expected right now, things could change, but that'll do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.